from the Scott Waste Arena, where tonight it's a local derby match, it's a Premier Trophy match, and that means it's the Glasgow Tigers. And up with me now, a young man who's come in at number one after being at Swindon last year, Travis McGowan. Travis, big job coming in at number one to a side, isn't it? And you got a ridiculously high average at nearly 12, haven't you?
Yeah, well, to start with anyway, I dare say that one will be coming down, but no, it is a lot of extra responsibility, and there's always pressure no matter what team or what position you ride in, but you know, I'm enjoying the extra responsibility that the number one position brings, and yeah, looking forward to the rest of the year.
I no doubt you've heard all about the Edinburgh Glasgow derbies. It's about the last derby match left in World Speedway. It's been going on since 1948. So there's a lot of history there, and Glasgow's had loads of Australian riders over the year. I can think of Junior Bainbridge, but you probably won't remember these guys. Anyway, what about the Premier League? You're going to go around tracks you haven't been at before?
Yeah, there is. You know, every well, I've maybe ridden at a handful of the Premier tracks over the years that I've been competing in the British League. But you know, so most of them are new, and that's what's exciting for me is all the new challenges and you know, the new places I get to ride and the new experiences I'll have. So it's all good stuff.
I think you've been here before. You guested here, I think, once before. How do you view the track here that Alan Bridget prepares?
Yeah, I've been here a couple of times, and it's a nice little track. It's unfortunately tonight we had a bit of water today, so it's going to be a little bit tricky for everybody. But you know, we'll get some good racing on tonight, and yeah, it's always produces good close racing, so it'll be good.
What about the Premier League itself? And I know you've said you want your average will come down, but do you think you can maintain, 10, 11?
Well, I hope so. You know, I have my own personal goals and stuff, but it's tough and it's different. It's very different for me, and it's been a little bit difficult to swap the roles, and I've been struggling a little bit with my gating, but that's all coming to the forefront now. So you know, I'm hoping I can maintain a healthy average.
And of course, you only allow Ryan Fisher because he was at Swindon with you for a few matches last year. Bit of rivalry there?
Not so much. You know, Ryan and I have been friends for years. We rode together a few times in a few different teams over the years. So you know, I've known him for a long time, and you know, he's got this place worked out. That's for sure. So no, I'll be going to beat everybody, trying to beat everybody, not just Ryan.
Well, with that, we wish you luck tonight, and thank you very much for taking the time out, Travis. Appreciate it. Thank you. And with that, as usual, it's over to Mike Hunter for heat number one.
The opening heat then of the Premier Trophy visit by the Glasgow Tigers. It's Joseph Tabaka on gate number one. Gate two is Tigers captain Lee Dickin, Ryan Fisher in gate three, and Travis McGowan rides from gate four. And McGowan makes the start. He leads from Fisher, but he's across that turn and Fisher's through, and Tabaka's nipped past Dickin into third. So the first turn went the way of the Monarchs. McGowan was certainly in front as they hit the corner, but a big lift halfway around did him no favours. Tabaka's two-wheeling in there, and he'll have to watch Dickin coming hard up his inside. Dickin's through. That's disappointing that having got into third, Joseph couldn't hang on to it. McGowan's chasing hard on Fisher. It's a damp, drizzly day, and there's rain all around, so Tabaka's wildly out of control there and come down in a heap on the first corner. So that was not a good ride by Joseph. He's got himself up, but he'll be disappointed with that one, and so will everybody else. Shared race though, 3-all.
One winner. I think thereafter all eyes were on the battle for third between Lee Dickin and Joseph Tabaka. The spoils and no doubt about the victor in our opening heat. Scott Waste, the sponsors. It's won by the rider in red, flying Ryan Fisher. Let's get Ryan's winning time. Let's check in with the box.
Gate 2, Jamie Courtney will be coming into gate number 1. Next to him, Cal McDade, riding at reserve for the second week running for Monarchs as a guest stand-in for Max Dilger this time. Gate 3 is Mitchell Davey, and Kali Katiisto rides from gate 4, having flown in from Finland. Well, a great start for Kali, and Monarchs never fail to throw a few away when the Tigers are here. There's the first points down the drain. And there's more. Cal McDade's fallen off and brought Mitchell Davey into the fence, so they'll have nobody in the rerun. 5-0 to the Tigers it will be. Well, just the 2 riders remaining. A Monarchs pair didn't even last a lap between them. So Jamie Courtney and Mitchell Davey now have to complete what should be a formality of taking a 5-0. Not sure if Mitchell ran into any trouble when he hit the fence there, avoiding Cal McDade, but whoops, Jamie Courtney a bit straight into that corner. Kali Katiisto has flown in from Finland after a tortuous journey. He didn't tire himself out there. Hopefully he'll have a machine sorted for the rest of the match. Well, no need for these pair to bust the gut. But they've taken the 5, a win for Jamie Courtney. That will be his first away from home. I think he's had 1 or 2 at Ashfield. So the Tigers lead by 8 points to 3. Well, gate 3, Matthew Weathers in gate 1. Josh Grachonik rides from gate 2. Kevin Walbert, who's made it from Germany today, he rides from gate 3. And Jamie Courtney is in gate 4. He's rider replacement for Robert Chesak here. And Grachonik's away quite well. Weathers, Walbert trying to get round him, but it's the Aussie who's gone to the front with a very good effort round the first turn. This is the top Monarchs pair normally. Kevin Walbert, oh my God, that's a nasty one. He just two-wheeled straight into Josh there, and that could be unpleasant. I hope they're okay. So no Kevin Walbert for the restart. We hope he's okay. Josh Grachonik is okay and he's in it. Matthew Weathers on his own. Matthew got a much better start there, but Grachonik's actually gone round him, only for Matthew, I think, to edge back ahead as they go up the back straight. But Grachonik looking good. Looks as though he might be getting the hang of the place when quite clearly the track is not easy. Into his last lap. Grachonik not far behind, but not really challenging. So a good steady ride by Weathers, who got the second bend right that time. And he ensures that we share the race. Where's Jamie Courtney gone? He's tiddling in for the point. So Tigers maintain that 5-point lead. Gate 4, Kali Katiisto in gate 1. Gate 2, Mitchell Davey. Andrew Tully, gate 3. And James Greaves, gate 4. Greaves away superbly well from the outside gate. Katiisto in second, but struggling. Tully's come through into second now, and Mitchell Davey dribbling along at the back, and Callie's in a hopeless struggle there. What's he doing? Couldn't get that bike turned at all. And Callie's taken off and headed towards the fence. Tully chasing Greaves. Catayester trying desperately to turn his bike. I know he's got a big track engine in. Tully's made up quite a bit of ground on Greaves. Oh, Catayester's away haywire again. So Greaves wins it, and he's always likely to be good in these conditions. And with a bit of a struggle, Callie gets the point. Shared race again. And the Tigers keep that 5-point lead, and how are we going to get it off them, I wonder? Gate 5, Lee Dickon, Gate 1, Kevin Walbert, Muddy but Unbowed in Gate 2, Travis McGowan, Gate 3, Matthew Weathers in Gate 4. McGowan's away well, Weathers on that outside line, going to try and cut through, but he hasn't got there. And Dickon's in third. And Dickon's pressing Weathers, and Walbert's in all sorts of bother at the back. Weathers fighting for position. Track probably deeper than Walbert's known it for a while, but he's having a terrible time at the back. He's almost given up. Weathers is going to have to work hard to stay ahead of Dickon. He has done though. The Tigers take another advantage. And they've got themselves a 7-point lead now, and Kevin Walbert looks as though he's having a desperate struggle. Gate 6, Ryan Fisher in Gate 1, and in close proximity with James Greaves in Gate 2. Joseph Tabaka rides from Gate 3, and Jamie Courtney in Gate 4. Oh. That one not allowed to go because James moved before the tapes went up. All four back. Another electric start from James Greaves. Tabaka's gone to the outside. Fisher though comes into second. Joseph can just settle down and pick up the point, and Fisher will do the chasing. Conditions not really allowing an awful lot of scope for passing moves, but Fisher will be looking for one. There's a chance there, I think. Fisher's alongside, and he's come through if he can turn it, which he has. Terrific effort, he saw his chance there. Tabaka's fallen off and thrown away the point. Well, that race will have to be stopped, but I think he'll probably be awarded. Oh dear, Edinburgh just never stop throwing away points. They just cannot cope with the pressure of having Glasgow here. Gate 7, Josh Groshonek, Andrew Tully, Lee Dickon and Cal McDade. Groshonek a good start from Gate 1 and Dickon round the outside. Tigers on a 5-1. Cal McDade struggling at the back and Tully well adrift of the two Tigers. and not looking like making up the ground either. Well, obviously gating is important. Monarchs are about to get into TR territory, unbelievably. And with Heat 8 coming up, they'll not be wanting to use it there. Dickon and Gerchonet looking very convincing indeed, having no problems taking 5 points off Andrew Tully. Well, this is serious stuff. The Tigers are looking really good, the Monarchs the very opposite, and the gap is now 11. Heat 8 then, Jamie Courtney's on gate 1. Cali Catiesto gate 2. Lee Dickon again, he's been a very strong man for the Tigers so far. He's in gate 3, and Joseph Tabaka, who hasn't scored yet, he rides from gate 4. Dickon makes a good start. Catiesto's away quite well too, but Dickon's got to the front, and Cali can't match him into the corner, although Cali looks a wee bit more comfortable than he did in his last one. Or he did. We've lost, oh no we haven't, Jamie Courtney's still there, I thought he'd disappeared. In fact he's pressing Tabaka now. And Joseph looking well down on confidence in the heavier conditions. Dickon's a mile clear now. Monarchs perhaps still won't want to use the TR in their next race and keep it for Ryan Fisher in 2 races' time, because he's just about the only one riding properly. Dickon shouts gleefully as he crosses the line. Monarchs managed to share it, although not very convincingly, and the gap stays at 11 points, and we're past the halfway stage. Heat 9, James Greaves on gate 1, he's unbeaten. No, he's not, he's dropped 1 point. Matthew Weathers, gate 2. Mitchell Davey, gate 3, and Kevin Walbert on the outside. Greaves is gated, Walbert trying to run round the outside. Sort of managed it, but dropped back to third. It's Weathers who takes up the chase. James Greaves has got the bit between his teeth though. He's gating like a demon, and he's not going to get caught here. Walbert riding a little better than he did in his last one. Weathers trying a late run round the outside, but he's well back, so it's a comfortable win for Greaves as expected, and the Monarchs are in a position to use a TR on the next one with Ryan Fisher. Greaves throwing in an extra lap for good measure. He's enjoying himself so much. Well, the TR time for the Monarchs now, they've not used this very often at home. It's this race Mitchell Davey, Joseph Tabaka, Josh Grachonik, and Ryan Fisher coming off gate 4 and making the start in his black and white helmet. And Tabaka fighting to get alongside Grachonik, and he's gone into second. Can he hold that? Grachonik's back around him again. Really, Tabaka needs to get the 1 and never mind the 2 too much. Grachonik having his best meeting